Hey guys, what's up? George here, aka T-WreckSs, bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video. And before I get into this video, if you're watching these videos and you enjoyed any of the content I have put out, please consider hitting that subscribe button and smash the like. Today's video, we are going to be talking about when is a point to potentially stop spending in Raid Shadow Legends. Now, as most of you know who've watched these videos, I've spent quite a lot of money on Raid Shadow Legends. I'm by no way free to play. I probably am, you know, verging on whale at this point in the game. And I have a pretty fair roster of champions. Obviously, I've got a few here. I've got a lot more in the vault. I've got a fair few legendaries. I've got some good ones. I've got some bad ones. And I've got most of, if not all of the epics you would want in this game. Now, about 4 weeks ago, decided to not spend any more of my personal money on this game. The only money I have spent, and I'm being completely transparent here, is any money I've made through Twitch streaming or through donations. I don't make any money on YouTube at the moment. If you want to donate, feel free. Don't if you don't. Over on the Twitch stream is probably the best place to do it because you can get involved with the conversation. I can help you out and we can all help each other out in the chat, which is really nice. I really enjoy streaming. Twitch.tv/T-WreckSs. It will be linked in the pinned comment down below. But yeah, 4 weeks ago, I decided to stop spending my own money on this game. Now, where am I in the game? I'm currently level 71, as you can see. And I would say for me, I am roughly at the end of mid-game, pushing into late game. So for me, what does that mean? Well, that means I fight the Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare clan boss on most days. This was a failed attempt at the Bat Eater Unkillable comp. Got some more work to do on that. But I take down Nightmare normally in 1 key, 2 if I get bad RNG, and then Ultra Nightmare in 3 to 4 keys most days. My faction wars is slowly getting there. This is what I've been doing a lot of recently. As you can see, I'm almost at 555 on the points there. Arena, I sit in gold 4 in the regular arena, and I win a fair amount of battles and lose a fair amount of battles. I've started winning a few more defenses recently, which has been quite nice for me since I've improved some champs. Actually bronze 3 in the tag team arena, but if you watch my tag team arena video, you'll know I should be higher. I wasn't moved up in the first batch of people due to the crappiness of the green bar. And in the dungeons, I have completed all level 20 dungeons, and I'm slowly building my speed team. So 131 is the quickest on Dragon. Fire Knight is not quick for me yet at a 321. Spider's Den level 20, quickest I've done is in 17 seconds, and that was a perfect RNG manual run. Ice Golem, I haven't worked on that much, honestly, 259. And then obviously we've got the other keys, the Minotaur and all the dungeon keys. So I'm working on speeding up my runs now as opposed to completing them. And I have completed all of every campaign all the way up to Nightmare. So for me, I feel like I'm pushing into the end game. I'm by no means end game player. I have completed my Arbiter. But I'm at a point now where all that happens when I pull shards for me is almost always disappointment, which is unfortunately a big part of this game. With the new fragment system that they've just released, hopefully they will give us some good champions in this that we will have an easier or a different way about getting. And I actually think this is a really good move on their part. I like that they're testing it out with a Hoarding in an event. Well, not necessarily that it's Hoarding, but in an event that everybody is going to be guaranteed to get a Hoarding in as long as they do 2 levels a day, because it's a 2-point cap. And you'll get some extra rewards along the way. The energy is nice, a shard and the epic tome will be nice. So I like that they're testing this out. But I'm pushing into endgame. My Great Hall is nowhere near endgame. I'm currently working on making all of these blue, level 4 at least. Then I'm going to start working on making more gold in the Great Hall. But actually, this is much further along than it was just a few weeks ago because I've really been focusing in on the arena. So, if I'm pushing into the endgame now, I'm not buying shard packs. Firstly, the shard packs in this game are ridiculously expensive. Not only that, but the more you buy, the higher the price gets. If you stop buying for a period, and this has been proved by people in Discord, and if you're not in my Discord, I'll link that below, and you can join up if you want to have a chat, is that the price of packs comes down the longer you stop spending. Like this, okay, it's in Canadian dollars. I'm actually in the UK, but it's an insane amount of money to spend on essentially 25 potential disappointments. So the price of shards is very, very expensive, and most of the time that I'm pulling shards now is during events. 10 times and 2 times are the preferred. 2 times is definitely the better of the two because it changes the rates. And even then, you're not guaranteed anything good. Now, I've got some legendaries. I've been lucky. It took me 8 months to get my first legendary, and after that, they slowly started to tick in. So I'm not buying shard packs at all. There is one pack that I did buy, and I used a donation that I was really kindly given to buy the daily gem pack. Now, it's expensive still. It's £10 here in the UK for 2,000 odd gems, but in the bracket of Raid Shadow Legends, it's a cheaper way to get gems than to buy them from the regular shop. You know, you're getting over $70 worth of gems for $9.99 or $10. That is something you can use. You know, 40 is an extra energy refill, or you can save them up. You see, I've got none right now because I've been grinding the dragon, but that is one of the packs I bought with a donation again, and this is probably one of the only packs I would consider getting now. The only other pack I really consider is when they have the energy packs. Energy is the least abundant resource in this game. You probably will have around 600 energy per day if you do all your dailies, all your playtime, and you let it reset throughout the day and play it when it's filled up again. Maybe a little bit more depending on what time of day you actually end up playing the game. So energy is kind of hard to come by, and that's the only other thing that I would consider spending donations on or any money on would be energy. So I'm no longer buying shard packs, which means I'm saving quite a lot of money. In the last 4 weeks I've saved loads. I did whale out quite big just before I decided to stop spending, and that was when it clicked for me that it really wasn't worth spending money on this game for me anymore. There are only a few champions that would really change my game right now. One of those would be Venus. The other one would be Bad El Khazar or Sifi. And the only other one other than that I really would like is a Dracomorph. Obviously everybody wants Dracomorph. He's great. So these are the only champs that would change the game in a significant way for me. Now obviously there's champions like Krisk and others that would change my game a lot, but those are the 4 that I feel would really change the game, change the way I feel about how I'm playing. So at the moment I do my dailies, I do have my gem mine unlocked, so I do get extra gems, and it's coming up to the point actually where it's paid itself off, which is very nice. But I feel like if you are a spender on this game, whether you're a small spender or a big spender, you will get to a point where you feel like you no longer need to spend money on it. This also could tie in with the fact that if less people spent money in this game, Palarium might get the idea that they actually need to buck their ideas up and do some new stuff. They've been much better with their communication recently, and they have brought a new patch to the game. Obviously the new daily login rewards are actually okay. You know, you get it. The best part of these for me is the energy, the gems, and the shards. Also this 240-day Grush the Mangler I feel like is going to be quite a cool champ for faction wars and potentially for clan boss with his A1 leech and the double continuous heal. So he's quite interesting for me. So they are doing stuff, but I feel like the less people that spend, obviously there's always going to be people out there spending, always going to be whales, so I'm not too worried that the game is going to go away because they suddenly get no money. Yeah, I'm at the point now where I feel like I don't need to spend. Yes, I'd love to be able to whale out and buy all the shard packs and crack open 1,000 void shards on a void 2 times and get a Sifi and all the rest that goes with it, but it's very unlikely to happen, and I'm better off just saving up my shards from the dailies and from the monthlies and weeklies, and obviously if I get lucky in the clan boss now and then, you get a shard as well. And actually they do come round relatively quickly, believe it or not. So if you're at a point now where you've spent some money on the game and you're kind of regretting it maybe a little bit, or you're not too happy with what you've got, don't spend, just play the game, try and enjoy what you can in the game. The arena is the hardest part to progress in, but once you get there, you are there. You just have to sustain it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and don't forget, get online and get wrecking.